Hello guys, welcome back to my live session. The name is still Classic Forex and we are here to simplify the complicated. It's been a while since we came live. But we are here now. Let's talk business. Okay, let's talk technical analysis. Let's talk about pairs. All right, so if you are here, you can hear me. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Drop your pairs and let's start doing some technical analysis for today. Drop your pairs and let's start doing some technical analysis today, just as we usually do it. You're all welcome back to my live session again. The name is still Classy Forex. All right. So let's get it, guys. Let's get it. You can as well share the live to your friends in the game as well. Share the live to your friends in the game as well, if it is possible. So that we can start. Okay, I'm seeing Collins Adam is saying XAUUSD as a first pair. Someone said I can hear you. Okay, very good. You can hear me, guys. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that if you can't, I can fix my microphone and then we continue in that manner. All right. So I'm seeing gold as the first pair on the list. Let's start on gold. Now, gold. We are going to begin from the daily time frame. Okay, it's very simple on gold. Let's start on gold. Daily time. What is happening on gold? Daily time frame. Now, the daily time frame on gold, we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Let's talk about the direction of gold on the daily time frame. If you look very closely at gold on the daily, what we can actually see is that price is in an uptrend on the daily time frame. Why? Because we saw a higher high here, a higher low, another higher high, another higher low, equal high, equal higher low, and the price has seen buy pressure from this support level and is moving continuously to the upside. So currently we are in an uptrend on gold. So if we're an uptrend on the day time frame, what should we be looking for? We are going to be looking for an entry or opportunities to buy all the way to the upside on gold. So gold price is going all the way up to the next resistance level since it's an uptrend. So we're going to find everything possible, or we're going to do everything possible to look for entries that will take us all the way to the next daily resistance level since price is what moving in an uptrend over here. So good. Let's take it further to a 4-hour time frame. Understand what this means on the 4H around this area. We want to understand what this means on the 4-hour before we can be looking for opportunities to buy all the way to a next daily resistance level. All right, let's take it all the way to a 4-hour time frame and then continue with the flow. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame on gold. Now, gold on the 4-hour time frame, let's put meaning into it very quickly. On the 4H, what else do we see? Is the 4-hour time frame going in line with what we said on the day time frame? Let's find out. So on the 4H, we have the 4H upper zone and then the 4H lower zone. Price is also moving an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. As you can clearly see, it broke structure here. Okay, very, very beautiful head and shoulder or break of structure, giving us what higher highs and higher lows since then, and it's moving all the way to the upside. So currently on the 4-hour time frame, price has failed to break above the 4-hour resistance level and has seen sell pressure coming all the way down. Where is it coming to? It is coming all the way down to the next support level here on the 4H, where it will find enough buy pressure to move continuously to the upside. So gold, we are waiting for price to drop all the way down to this support level where it may see enough buy pressure for us to hit in and then buy all the way to the upside on gold. So gold, I'm expecting my buy on the 4-hour support level. Immediately price makes contact, wait for candle confirmation, and then we enter a buy to the upside. So that's it also for gold. Let's go to the next pair on the list. All right, so next pair on the list is going to be what? Let me check out over here. All right, Ray Aditoye, I see you, my bro. How are you doing, Ray? All right, I'm seeing GBPAUD as the next pair by Wawado. I think Mwawado is saying GBPAUD. Let's go the way to GBPAUD by Mwawado. All right, so GBPAUD, as you can clearly see, I already have an entry on this pair, but let's go through the entire analysis on GBPAUD, starting on the 3-month time frame. Okay, so from now going, as I've already told you guys, I'm going to be beginning my analysis mostly on a 3-month time frame. Okay, all right, so this is the 3-month time frame on GBPAUD. Let's find out what exactly is going over here on a 3 months. So over here we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Now if you look very closely at a 3 months time frame, what you're going to notice is that price has been able to break above this resistance level all the way to the upside up to this point. You can see there's a break above here up to this point. So on a 3 months time frame, it is very evident that price is trading above the resistance level of the middle zone. So if price is trading above the middle zone, then what are we looking for? We are looking for opportunities to buy because buyers are in control, or buyers are much more what moving the market since it is trading above the resistance level of this one time frame. So since price is trading above the resistance level, we are looking for buying opportunity to the upside. Let's take it further down to daily time frame, the monthly time frame, and then also get to understand what price is doing on the monthly as well. All right, so GBPAUD, taking it all the way to a monthly. All right, so this is also the monthly time frame of GBPAUD. Let's put meaning into it. Now, the monthly time frame, you can see the clear break above this resistance level to the upside. The price is still trading above it. So, on the monthly, we have a monthly mid-range zone over here, which is also a very strong level of what? Sensitivity. Now, the monthly, there's not so much to talk about here on the monthly, since we have already talked about it on the higher time frame or the 3 months time frame. Price is trading above. So, that's all we can also see here on this time frame. So, price trading above, it is going all the way to the next resistance level. All right, let's take it further down to weekly time frame, where things will be much more clearer for us to understand. All right, so on to the weekly time frame. Now, this is the weekly time frame of GBPAUD. We have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone. If you look at the weekly, what you're going to notice is that price is in a very beautiful uptrend over here. Let's try to understand. Look at what price is over here. It started creating higher highs and higher lows from here. Higher high, higher low. It went all the way up, created another higher high. It has created another higher low, and it's moving continuously to the upside. So this beautiful uptrend on the weekly time is also indication that we are moving all the way to the upside. So what are we going to do? We are going to find buying opportunities at the higher low here of this weekly uptrend to look for buying opportunities to the upside. All right, let's take it further down to the daily time frame to add more meaning. Okay, so this is also the daily time frame of GBPAUD. Now, if you look at GBPAUD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone over here. Now, this daily zone has been broken to the upside. Price has even broken the entire structure of the daily time frame into an uptrend, because initially it was in a downtrend. Let's explain. So if you look closely, this was the daily support level. Price broke below it, giving us a lower low, a lower high. It couldn't extend further down to give us new lower lows and new lower highs. Instead, what did it do? It broke above the daily mid-range zone or the daily resistance level to the upside, indicating what we are now moving in an uptrend. So the day time frame is also going up, telling us that what there's more buy pressure in the market and we can be looking for a buy. So if you look at the daily, this is the what? The new higher high, the new higher low, it is moving all the way to the upside. So daily time frame, price moving up. Let's go all the way to 4 time and then prepare for entry to buy. All right, let's go all the way to 4H. Okay, so this is the 4 time frame of GBPAUD. Now, GBPAUD on the 4 time frame, you can see we have our entry here as well. Now, this entry came about as a result of what? Price breaking structure on the day time frame. So, like I told you before, this was what? The level separating buyers from sellers, and then buyers were able to break above it. All right, so this was where you found the entry to buy all the way to the upside. I don't want to go into more details about that, but let's talk about what we can do now. How are we going to be able to find another buying opportunity on GBPAUD? Okay, let's map out some level over here. Let's map out some level over here. Right, so GBPAUD, you can clearly see the price has created a resistance level over here as well. Okay, let me use an actual tool to draw for you guys so that it can make a lot of sense. All right, so price has broken above this resistance level to the upside. It's currently moving all the way up. So if price breaks continuously to the upside, come back as a retest or as higher low, then we can find another buying opportunity on GBPAUD to buy all the way to the upside in this month. Okay, so GBPAUD, this will be our next buying opportunity if it happens. Okay, it's a very good trade. If price gives us the new high and the new higher low, we look for an opportunity to buy all the way to the upside on GBPAUD. So GBPAUD, this is our full and complete what? Technical analysis, a break above the 4 resistance level, a retest of it before we can buy all the way to the upside. All right, let's go to the next one on the list. There are more pairs in the comment section. Let's talk about them. All right, I'm seeing EURUSD by VN Ventures. Venture FX is saying EURUSD. All right, so EURUSD, let's trade very quickly and then start the analysis on the 3 months time frame. All right, so this is EURUSD on the 3 months time frame. First of all, let's understand the direction of EURUSD. Where is price going on EURUSD on this time frame? Let's find out. So over here, we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. On this time, we can see strong level of buy pressure on the middle zone, pushing price to the upside anytime there's contact made on it. So the first time here we saw buy pressure, the second time buy pressure, the third time buy pressure, fourth time buy pressure, fifth time buy pressure, sixth time buy pressure. So this should tell you the amount of buy pressure that is on this middle zone of the 3 months time frame. Very, very strong level of sensitivity. So price hit it recently and is currently seeing the buy pressure it needs to go all the way to the upside. So if you look at the entire structure here on a 3 months time, where do you think buyers are going? They are moving the market continuously to the next resistance level of this pair. So EURUSD, we are going all the way to the next resistance level. That is the overall direction of the market. Now the question is, how can we pick buys into that overall direction? Let's take it further down to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. Okay, so this is also the monthly time frame of EURUSD. Let's put meaning into it. We have the monthly upper zone and then the monthly lower zone over here. Let's understand what is going over here on the monthly. On the monthly, we can also see that price is breaking above the strong resistance level to the upside with a push. So where is this push on the monthly also heading to? This push on the monthly is also going all the way to the next monthly resistance level before we may see retest and a continuation push all the way up, or price can potentially continue the push all the way to the next resistance level. But what we know is that on the monthly, price heading all the way to the next one resistance level before you may see sell pressure as retest and the price goes up, or before you may see what a break above it if it happens, retest, and it also goes up in that manner. But for now, we are going to be looking for entries that will take us all the way to the next monthly resistance level. All right. So on the monthly, everything is also clear that price going all the way up there. So let's take it again to weekly time where we can add another meaning. All right. So this is also the weekly time frame of EURUSD. Now EURUSD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. What do we see on the weekly? On the weekly, we are seeing a very clear uptrend. Why? Because when price broke above this monthly resistance level to the upside, went all the way up, made contact with the weekly resistance as what? As higher high. And what did it do after that? It dropped down to create a higher low. And after higher low, where should it go? Continuously to the upside. So EURUSD on the weekly time, we are expecting price or buyers to continuously move the market all the way up to create a new higher high at the next monthly resistance level. It is that simple. All right. So where are we looking for the buys? We are looking for the buys somewhere around here to go all the way to the upside on EURUSD. So EURUSD, let's take it further to a daily time frame to add more meaning. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of EURUSD. Now EURUSD on the daily time frame, let's take our time because the daily is very, very critical in order for us to pick what a good entry into that direction that we want to go. All right. So the daily time frame, we have the daily upper zone and then the daily lower zone. Let's explain the daily. On the daily, price is currently in an uptrend. Why? Because it broke above its previous lower low, sorry. Broke above its previous low here to the upside, giving us what a higher high here. So on the day time frame, price was currently in an uptrend. All right. It's currently an uptrend. But price has failed to break above the daily resistance level over here. Okay, it did try to break above, but sellers have come in and they are pushing the market all the way to a downside. Currently here on the day. So on the daily time frame, is either price manages to break above the daily resistance level from here to the upside, or we will see what? A movement all the way to a downside back to this level to complete what? A head and shoulder formation before price may potentially go all the way to the upside. So two things can happen over here. Is either price goes up by breaking above the resistance level to continue moving, or is either sellers bring the market down to create a higher low here before buyers will come in and push the market all the way up. But without further ado, let's take it again to a 4 time frame and then complete this analysis on EURUSD. All right, so this is the EURUSD on the 4-hour time frame. So like I explained, on the daily time frame, two things can happen over here, right? It's either sellers bring the market all the way down to this support level, where buyers will come in and then push the market strongly to the upside in this manner. So EURUSD is what? One of the ways that we can enter this pair. That is, if price or sellers bring the market down to this support level, this is where you buy to the upside. However, if sellers are unable to bring the market down to this support level, then what are we going to do? We will look for an opportunity to buy in this manner also. So here, This is also an opportunity to an area where we can buy. Okay, but since sellers are broken below, we are a little bit skeptical. So what can we do over here? We are going to wait for price. If price does go a little bit above or close above in any one bullish candle, that will also be an opportunity to buy to the upside, meaning that sellers won't be able to push the market down for us to buy below here, but instead there will be what, a reversal from here to push the market continuously to the upside. So EURUSD, this is also the full and complete technical analysis. Okay, let me take it again on the 4H. Either a candle confirmation here above the daily resistance level and a rebuy to the upside, or sellers bring the market all the way down here to the support level, and then we also buy to the upside in that same manner. Simple as that. Okay, we are looking for a buy. So anywhere we can spot the buying opportunity, we got in or we get in. All right. So that's it also for EURUSD. Let's go to the next pair on the list. All right, next pair on the list. Guys, keep dropping your pairs in the comment section. Once I see it, I'll analyze. There's more time for us today. I'm seeing AUDJPY by the Forex Trader. The Forex Trader. I'm also seeing gold. Okay, I'll get back to gold again. Let's go to AUDJPY. Keep dropping the pairs. AUDJPY by the Forex Trader. Okay, so AUDJPY, what is currently happening on this pair? Now, I woke up this morning and I saw the JPY pairs. They are seeing a lot of buy pressure, but does it mean it's reversing the overall trend? Let's find out. Let's find out on AUDJPY. So AUDJPY, let's take it all the way to a 3 months time frame and then get to understand what exactly is going on. Okay, so this is the 3 months time frame of AUDJPY. Let's take our time and then try to understand what exactly is going on over here on this higher time frame. So we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Let's explain. Over here, we saw what a push to the upside, higher high, a higher low. We saw what a new higher high created by breaking above this previous one. Price came all the way down for retest. It couldn't continue up. It dropped all the way to the downside. So price has dropped all the way back to this what middle zone of the 3 months time frame where it has seen buy pressure. So if you look at this, you're going to see that what this is what a wick, which is an indication of the amount of buy pressure that got hit immediately. Price what made contact with the middle zone. So on the 3 months time frame, we are seeing buy pressure on the middle zone. What does this buy pressure mean? Does it mean that there are more buyers coming in to push the market all the way up? Or does it mean another thing? Okay, let's pretend as if we don't know so we can get the answer. So let's take it again to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. All right, so this is the monthly time frame of AUDJPY. Now, AUDJPY on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone over here as usual. Now, on the monthly time frame, look at the monthly structure very well. Is price going to the upside or is price coming to the downside? Let's explain. So if you look at the monthly time frame, what has price done? Sellers have been able to break below this monthly middle zone to the downside, giving us what a lower low here. After lower low, what happens? It went all the way back for lower high. So after lower high, are we going to see continuation move further down again, or our buyer is going to be able to push the market all the way up? Currently, let's look at what is happening over here in terms of what candle formations. If you look at the candle formation here on the monthly time, you're going to see that price have seen what sell pressure on this middle zone of the monthly, always pushing it down when there's contact made on it. So currently, sellers are in control around this particular area because we are below the monthly resistance level, okay, which is we are below the monthly support level, which is acting as a resistance level for now. All right, let's take it again to the weekly time frame and understand what exactly is also going on over here on the weekly. All right, so this is the weekly time frame of AUDJPY. Now, AUDJPY on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone. Let's explain the weekly. If you look at the weekly very well, price has made double touch on this monthly resistance level, and all of them has seen what? Sell pressure. And you can even see that price has formed what? A bearish spin bar currently around this particular area, which is also an indication of what? Sell pressure. So currently on the weekly, all that we can see is what? Is sell momentum or sell pressure. All right, push the downside, retest, and then push all the way down. Price has come back again to retest the same area, and you see more sell pressure to the downside. So on this weekly time frame, there's no buy pressure here. It's only sell pressure that we can what? Identify. So what are we looking for? We're going to be looking for a selling opportunity to bring the market all the way to a downside. Let's take it again to daily time frame and see if we can add another meaning on this pair. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of AUDJPY. Now, AUDJPY on the daily time frame, let's take our time and also explain the daily. On the daily, we have the daily upper zone and then the daily lower zone. Price is also in a downtrend on the daily. It has broken structure on the daily. Let's explain. Look at this. This was what? Higher high, higher low, higher high again, another higher low. We saw another higher high, another higher low. But what happened? Buyers couldn't push the market from here to the upside. Instead, sellers came in by breaking what? Above previous high here, came all the way down to form lower low. And what happens after lower low? It goes back to form lower high. And where should we go next? We should drop all the way to the downside. And you can calculate that this is even what? A potential head and shoulder formation that the market is giving us over here. Okay, so look closely, you're going to see this potential head and shoulder formation indicating what? A movement or a reversal to a downside. So this is what we are seeing on the day time frame acting as what? The reversal. So where are we looking for what? The sales to the downside. We are looking for the sales at this what? Resistance level of the weekly. Okay, this is where we can find enough sell pressure to sell all the way to a downside on AUDJPY. So AUDJPY, let's take it further down to a 4 time frame and add more meaning. All right, so this is the 4 time frame of AUDJPY. Let's explain the 4 time frame. Now, if you look at the 4 time frame very well, you can also see that on the 4H, we are in a downtrend, okay? So we have what? This movement. The downtrend began from here. Let me try and then make you guys understand. So you saw what? Lower low, you saw lower high, equal lower high, new lower low formed, new lower high, and that what? Equal low has been formed, price is going all the way to the upside. So like I said, this is exactly where we are looking for what? The selling opportunities. Anywhere around here, we are going to be selling all the way to the downside. All right. So AUDJPY, we are looking for an opportunity to sell from here to the downside on this pair. Right. So price has seen buy pressure from here. So it's going to go a little bit to the upside. Okay, this buy pressure, buy pressure. It may go a little bit to the upside where it will find sell pressure from previous support level. And then we can sell all the way to a downside on AUDJPY. So AUDJPY, this is our full and complete technical analysis. All right. So I'm looking for a selling opportunity. Immediately price makes contact here. Candle confirmation and an entry all the way to a downside on this pair. All right. So AUDJPY, we are done. Let's go to the next pair very quick. Let's go to the next pair. All right. I'm seeing USDCAD by Dogginya. Okay, so Dogginya is saying USDCAD. Let's go the way to USDCAD. Guys, keep dropping your pairs in the comment section. I will see them and I'll analyze for you. All right. So I'm seeing USDCAD. I'm also seeing GBPJPY. Very good pair. GBPJPY. Palabidi, I see you, my bro. How are you doing? Palabidi. All right. Let's go to USDCAD and then also talk about USDCAD. What do we think about USDCAD? Let's find out very quickly. So USDCAD, let's begin the analysis also on the higher time frame. All right, so this is USDCAD on the higher time frame or the 3 months time frame. Let's put meaning into it very quick. So USDCAD 3 months time frame, what do we see? All right, so we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Strong level of sell pressure from the upper zone or the resistance level, pushing the market to the downside anytime there's contact made on it. And look at it. Once price made contact recently over here on the 3 months time frame, we have seen what? A strong morning or evening star candle confirmation. This is an evening star. So I've seen a strong evening star candle confirmation. So what's an evening star? An evening star is a reversal candle. So seeing this candle at a very strong level of resistance tells us that what? There's more sell pressure there that will be able to what? Reverse the market continuously to the downside. So USDCAD, we are looking for opportunity to sell all the way down. How are we going to pick our selling opportunities? Let's take it further down to the monthly time frame where we can add more meaning. Okay, so this is also the monthly time frame of USDCAD. Now, USDCAD on the monthly, we have the upper zone and then the mid range. What has price done over here? On the monthly time frame, you can see the price was what? In an uptrend, but now it is becoming what? A downtrend by breaking structure. Why? Let's explain. So this was what? A very strong level of resistance, equal level of what? Sensitivity. Price broke above it, giving us a new higher high here. After higher high, what do we expect? Of course, higher low. But once price completed the higher low, we haven't seen any form of buy pressure to the upside, but only sell pressure, which has also been able to break below the monthly resistance level over here. So since sellers have been able to break below, this tells us that what? There's more sell pressure in the market. So once we are trading below, we're looking for entries to sell all the way down. All right, so how are we going to be able to pick sales to a downside? Let's take it again to weekly time frame to add another meaning. All right, so this is the weekly time frame of USDCAD. Now, USDCAD on a weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. Let's explain the weekly very well. On the weekly time frame, price has broken structure from above. Look at this. This is where price broke structure. Okay, so on the weekly, we saw at a double top, price broke below the neckline, breaking structure. Lower low was created, but buyers couldn't push the market down to complete lower high on the neckline of the double top before it dropped down, but instead, okay, it has seen sell pressure quickly on this one level, moving the market all the way to a downside. So this one, quick move of sell pressure tells us that what sellers are indeed around this particular area, because if sellers were not that much strong, we would have seen what a retest of the neckline of the double top here before price will have dropped all the way to a downside. We'll have seen something like this before price will have dropped all the way down. But since the sell pressure was very, very strong, okay, it has seen it around here and it's dropping continuously to a downside. And if you look closely, this one candle is even an evening star candle confirmation, indicating that what there's more sell pressure also here to push the market all the way down. So USDCAD, we are going to be looking for selling opportunity back to this one weekly support level. All right. How are we going to do that? Let's take it again to the daily time frame to add another meaning. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of USDCAD. Now, USDCAD on the daily time frame, let's explain as well. We have the daily upper zone and the daily lower zone. What is price doing over here on the daily time frame? On the daily, we've seen that it has been able to break below daily support level to the downside. Okay, so currently, price is trading below the daily support level, which has now become what a resistance because it is retesting it. But over here on the day time frame, will sellers see sell pressure from here to bring the market down, or are we going to see buyers move the market up again before it drops all the way down? Let's find out on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to 4H and look for our entry. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame of USDCAD, and this is exactly what we can get here on the 4H. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour mid-range zone over here. What has happened in the 4-hour? Price is in a down to look at this. Lower low, lower high, another lower low, another lower high. Where should price go next? Drop all the way down. So USDCAD, I'm expecting sell pressure from this what resistance level of the daily to bring the market all the way to a downside, right? So immediately we are able to spot what? Sell pressure with a candle confirmation around here. That will be the what? They go ahead to sell on USDCAD all the way to the downside, right? But if we do not see any form of sell pressure here to a downside, then this sell setup becomes invalid because there won't be enough sell pressure from here to reverse the market all the way to a downside like we're expecting. Okay, yes. So if there's no sell pressure here, then price is likely to see sell pressure at this particular area before it may drop all the way down. Okay, but currently we're looking for the sell pressure on this daily resistance level to sell all the way down on USDCAD. So USDCAD, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. I would love to see the sell pressure from here so we can sell and then make our money as quick as possible. So that's it also for USDCAD. Let's go to the next pair. All right, I'm seeing gold. You guys are mentioning gold again. Then let's get back to gold. Let's get back to gold. Let me reanalyze gold for you guys. All right, so gold, this is our setup on gold. Okay, I'm expecting, or I want to look for a buying opportunity on gold. Why? Let me explain as I take you guys through the analysis. So gold, I'm beginning the analysis on the daily time frame. What is happening on the daily time frame on gold? So gold on the daily time frame, we have the daily upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Price is in an uptrend on the daily time frame. This is what? A higher high, a higher low, another higher high, another higher low, equal high, equal higher low. We have seen buy pressure from previous support. We have price moving all the way to the upside. So on the daily time frame, it is very evident that price will definitely make contact with a daily resistance level since we are seeing what? It's moving in an uptrend. All right, so what are we looking for? Buying opportunity to reach the next daily resistance level. How do we pick the buy? Let's take it again to a 4-hour time frame and add more meaning. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame on gold. So gold on the 4-hour time frame, this is what we have over here. We have the 4H upper zone and then the 4H lower zone. Price is also an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. It has broken above our resistance level here with a push, giving us a higher high. We've seen higher low, a new higher high, or price failed to create a new higher high. So this equal high is dropping all the way down again to create what? Equal low here before we can buy all the way to the upside of gold. So gold, I'm expecting price to drop back to this support level where it may see enough buy pressure for us to look for candle confirmation on and then buy all the way to the upside of gold. So gold, this is my full and complete analysis for you guys as well, right? Yes, so this is exactly it for gold. Once price gets here, we look for the buying opportunity that we need to buy all the way to the upside. Right, so that will be it for gold as well. All right, let's go to the next one on the list. Someone said, why is gold starting from the daily time frame and not the 3 months time? That's a very good question. Okay, Ray Adebayo, that's a very good question. Now let's go back to a 3 months time frame, okay, so that I can explain why I started gold on a daily. All right, so a 3 months time frame, this is the chart. Okay, no matter how I try to explain this, price is still going to the upside. Okay, there's nothing so new or here on the 3 months time that can, you know, make us come here and reanalyze, okay, or reanalyze here from the 3 months time frame. It's just what? A continuous move to the upside. All right, so that's why I didn't waste time coming to a 3 months time frame. And when we go to a monthly time frame, almost the exact same thing. Okay, we see what? Continuous level of buy pressure to the upside. So coming here is just a waste of time. All right, and then we can also see from the weekly time frame. Let's go to weekly. The same exact thing, okay, and move all the way to the upside. Okay, so where gold literally makes sense for you guys to understand is the daily time. That's why I began on the day time. So over here on the weekly, this is still an uptrend on the weekly time frame. All right, so high, higher low, higher high. All right, under higher low, under higher high, under higher low. Okay, it continuously moves all the way to the upside in that manner. Right, yeah, so coming here doesn't really, you know, it won't make sense. It will just waste time. That's why I began on the daily, so we can have a structure actually and then work with it. All right, so that's it also for the gold as well. All right, let's go to the next pair. Someone is asking a question. Let me try and then answer some of your questions. What indicator is showing you the zones? Okay, it's not an indicator. It is actually drawn. We draw it. Okay, we draw it based on the strategy that we are using, which is the push and exhaustion strategy. All right. All right. Someone said US 30. Let's go to 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 US 30. I love US 30. Okay. So US 30. Let's take it to the 3 months time frame. Okay. Now over here on US 30, you can see that 3 months time frame is making a lot of sense. So I can begin from here. You understand? Yes. So when you understand how the time frames are moving, you can start from any time frame that you so wish. Okay, based on how you want to trade. Okay. So this is US 30 on a 3 months time frame by Ebenezer. Or it's not Ebenezer. Okay. Bolly is saying US 30. Let's begin on a 3 months time. So over here on a 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. Price is currently in an uptrend over here on a 3 months time frame. Very clear. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Where do we go next? Continuously goes all the way to the upside. And you can clearly see immediately price completed the higher low here. It has seen strong buy pressure. So this week formation is a result of what? The strong buying pressure that buyers found on the support level or on the mid-range zone of the 3 months time frame, pushing the market continuously to the upside. So where do we go here? We are moving all the way to the upside. So currently where price can hit before anything else is the resistance level. So you're going to be looking for buying opportunities to go all the way to the resistance level of the 3 months time frame. Let's take it again to a monthly time frame and see if we can what? Add another meaning on the what? On the monthly. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame on US 30. Now US 30 on the monthly time frame, we have a monthly mid-range zone over here. So you can clearly see that over here on the monthly, price is also moving to the upside. All right, look at this. We saw higher high, higher low, under higher high. Price came down for higher low, but it didn't move up from here. It dropped down and then suddenly found what? Buy pressure below and is moving all the way to the upside. So currently on the what? The monthly time price also moving to the upside. Okay, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. We are going all the way to the upside in that manner. So the monthly time frame is also assuring us that what? We are indeed going all the way to the upside. All right. Let's take it again to weekly time frame and add another meaning. Okay, we need all these meanings from different time frame for us to be convinced that we can buy. All right. All right, so this is also the weekly time frame of US30. Now US30 on the weekly time frame, look at this. We have the weekly upper zone and the weekly lower zone. Price has broken above the weekly lower zone to the upside. So you can see what the clear break above here, what with a push. Price has come back for retest here. Where should it go? It will be moving all the way to the upside in that manner. So currently, price is trading above the weekly lower zone, also indicating what buyers are strong. They are pushing the market to the upside. All right, let's take it finally to the daily time frame before the 4-hour entry. Now, this is the daily time frame of USD. The daily makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's explain daily. On the daily time, we have the daily mid-range over here. Price is an uptrend on the daily time frame, also supporting the overall direction of the market. We've seen what a push the upside. This was a higher high, higher low, another higher high here, another higher low, high, low. Where do we go next? We go all the way to the upside. So this beautiful uptrend is also supporting the entire move to the upside. Now look at this. Immediately, price gave us what? The equal low here on this support level. What has it done? It has given us a bullish engulfing candle, right? Exactly on the weekly support level. Very nice bullish engulfing candle. What does it tell us? It tells us that what price is reversing, so we can buy all the way to the upside on US30. So US30, this is also the daily framework as well. Let's take it again to a 4-hour time frame finally and look for an entry to the upside. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame of US30. Now US30 on the 4-hour time frame, let's add more meaning over here. We have the 4H upper zone and the 4H lower zone. What has price done? Price has also broken structure on the 4-hour time frame, indicating that what we are what buying to the upside. This was a lower low, lower high, new lower low formed. Price came back, it couldn't continue because that's what the overall direction. What did it do? It rise up again by breaking one above previous lower low here to the upside to give us what a high high. Look at what it did. It dropped down. I was expecting a higher low from here to what to complete this move, but it didn't. But what did it do? It has found buy pressure immediately after it decided to come a little bit down, and it's heading all the way to the upside. So you can see that currently on the 4-hour time we are trading above the 4-hour resistance level, and price is even forming what a morning star over here. So what you can potentially do on US30 is that you can wait for what a break above a little bit, retest, and then you head in all the way to the upside at this point. So something very quick in this manner. Push, retest, and then you go all the way to the upside. Or say this is what a reversal candle. Once this reversal candle closes, what can you do? You look for a buying opportunity from here to the upside, because the reversal candle has closed above the 4-hour resistance level, right? So if you don't want to wait for something like this before you buy, and you want to buy it very quick, you can buy after the close of this morning star candle confirmation to go all the way to the upside on US30. So US30, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Immediately the morning star closes, is also an opportunity for you to buy to the upside. So US30, we are also done over here. Let's go to the next pair on the list. Next pair on the list is going to be what? Let's check it out. All right, so next pair on the list, I'm seeing AUDUSD very, very much. Someone said, what do you use for confirmation? The confirmation are just the normal candles that you know, the morning star, the evening star, the pin bars, and then the bearish or the bullish engulfing candle. Those are the candles that we use for confirmation. Okay, it's not so much of a big deal on the confirmations. All right, I'm seeing AUDJPY, AUDUSD, and GBPJPY. Let's go to GBPJPY. Let's go to GBPJPY. Now GBPJPY, let's begin the analysis from the higher time frame. Massive move this morning to the upside on GBPJPY. Let's go to GBPJPY. It's very, very good that we analyze it. From there, I'll come back to AUDUSD. Amexta FX, my bro, I see you, Amexta. So GBPJPY, you come back to AUDUSD. After that, you come back to AUDUSD. Okay, so this is GBPJPY on the 3-month time frame. Let's add more meaning into this analysis. We have the monthly upper, the mid-range, and then the lower. So what is price doing over here? On the monthly time frame, price has made contact with the what? I mean, on the 3-month time frame, price has made contact with the resistance level. It did break above, as we can see, but sellers came in and pushed the market all the way to a downside. So there's a lot of things going on over here on this resistance level. There's a struggle between buyers and sellers, because I can see pin bars below here. Okay, and then this sell pressure also from above. So which means that there's a battle going on on the resistance level between buyers and sellers. Let's take you through the other time frame, know exactly what is going on around that particular area before you can make sense out of it and possibly look for opportunities on it as well. All right, let's take it again to the monthly time frame. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of GBPJPY. Now, GBPJPY on the monthly time frame, price is still on the resistance level of the what? The 3 months level. Okay, still on the 3 months level of resistance. So on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone. But let's explain here. This is where the important. This is where we need explanation on. Okay, let me try and zoom in a little bit so we can clearly see what we are doing. All right. So on the monthly time frame here, I'm seeing the same thing again. Buy pressure from here. Sell pressure also from above because of the risks. So there's still battle between buyers and sellers. So who is winning the battle? Where will price go? Will buyers be able to what? Win the battle and break above to go to the upside? Or will sellers also be able to win the battle and bring the market all the way down? Let's find out as we go to another time frame to add another meaning. All right, so this is the weekly time frame of GBPJPY. Now, GBPJPY on the weekly time frame, we have strong level of buy pressure on the weekly support level as usual. The buy pressure that we're seeing on the higher time frame. And over here, you're also seeing what? Sell pressure. So this sell pressure from this resistance level, and also another sell pressure that we can spot over here. So there's still battle between buyers and sellers. This gives us what? A range or a consolidation period. When there's a battle between buyers and sellers on a horizontal level, it becomes what? A range or a consolidation market. All right. So currently on the weekly time frame, price is on this what? Resistance level of the weekly. So if you look at the weekly, this is a weekly resistance. This is also a weekly what? Resistance level. Will sellers bring the market down, or will buyers continue on with the buy pressure that it is seeing to break above? Let's take it again as we take you through the daily time frame. All right, so this is the daily time frame of GBPJPY. Now, GBPJPY on the daily time, look at what the price is doing. Price is currently in an uptrend on the daily time frame. Okay, so we have what? Daily mid-range zone over here. We have higher high here. We have higher low. We have another higher high. Price did break below previous what? Higher high here. Look at this. It did break below. It was coming down gradually, but suddenly it has seen buy pressure from nowhere, which has been able to break above. So currently, price has reversed in an uptrend on the daytime, giving us what? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. But the question is, will it be able to break above the resistance level of the 3 months time frame and also of this daily time frame? So on the daily, this is a resistance level. And this entire movement over here, this entire zone over here is also what? The 3 months resistance level. The question is, will buyers be able to break above it and continue going all the way up? Or will it at some point see sell pressure from here to sell all the way down? Two questions that needs an answer. Let's take it to the 4 hour time frame and then finish it up. All right, so this is the 4 hour time frame of GBPJPY. Now, GBPJPY on the 4 hour time frame, price is still moving to the upside. So what we can do is wait for price to get to the resistance level of the daily time frame, which is a very strong level. Once it gets here, there's 2 things that will happen. It's either it will break, retest, and then we look for buying opportunities to the upside. Or once it gets here, it will give us what? Reversal pattern, and then we can also sell to a downside. You understand? So this is where we are going to draw the line, or this is where we draw the line. This is where we are either looking for what? A sell in case of a reversal, or a buy in case of what? A break above, and then we go the way to the upside in that manner. All right. So that's it also for GBPJPY. So GBPJPY, we are going to leave it for now. Okay, we are going to leave it for now. Let's wait and see. Price can even see reversal from here. I think it's a very good area that we can also see what a drop from. But nonetheless, let's just wait and see what price is doing over here. Will it go up here to give us what? Reversal for us to drop all the way down, or after making contact with it, will it break above, retest for us to go further to the upside? We will find out when we get to know immediately price get here. All right, so let's wait for price to get here on this strong resistance before anything else as well. So that's also for what GBPJPY. We leave it for now. We leave it for now. Let's go to AUDUSD by Amesta. So Amesta FX will say AUDUSD, AUDUSD. All right, so AUDUSD, let's talk about this pair. Okay, so this is AUDUSD. Let's begin the analysis from the higher time frame. All right, so AUDUSD on the 3 months time, what is happening over here on this pair? All right, let's explain. So we have the 3 months upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Buy pressure from the support level here, pushing the market continuously to the upside. Strong level of buy pressure to the upside. The question is, okay, we are seeing buy pressure from here. Where's the buy pressure going? Is it going all the way up to the next resistance level, or has it ended and we are going to see sell pressure? Let's find out as we go through the what? The monthly as well. So onto a monthly time frame. Okay, so this is also the monthly time frame of AUDUSD. Now, AUDUSD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone over here. What has price done? Price or bias has been able to break above this what? Monthly resistance level, which was a very strong level of what? Sensitivity to the upside. So currently, we are trading above the monthly resistance level, which means that buyers are in control. They are definitely pushing the market all the way up. So AUDUSD, we are looking for buying opportunities on this pair. How do we pick the buy? Let's take it again to the weekly time frame and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of AUDUSD. Now, AUDUSD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone. Price broke above the monthly resistance level with a push, made contact with the weekly resistance level, saw sell pressure, drop down, went further up, made a second contact, but it has failed to break above it again. And instead, we are seeing sell pressure now. But, will buyers still be able to what? To push the market further up? Or are we going to see sellers bring the market down here on the weekly to find buy pressure here before it goes up again? Let's take it again as we go through the daily time frame. Okay, so this is also the daily time frame of AUDUSD. Now, AUDUSD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range over here. So you can see the amount of sell pressure on the weekly resistance level. Price tried to break above the weekly resistance level 3 times and has been rejected. So the first time, it got rejected back to the monthly support level. All right. The second time, it also got rejected all the way down before it went up again for the third time and then get another what? Rejection. So this means that there's a what? Strong sell pressure here, preventing buyers from what? Breaking above. But price currently seeing sell pressure, and this sell pressure is coming all the way down to the next support level. So you get to find out whether there will be enough buy pressure here on this support level of the daily, which will be able to push the market further up again, or which will be able to what? Move buyers up to try and break above this resistance level. So AUDUSD, I believe for a buying opportunity on the daily middle zone. Right, so over here you can even see respected higher lows here. These are respected higher lows that price can pick buy pressure from to go to the upside. Okay, so I'm expecting price to drop back to this area and see if there will be enough buy pressure for buyers to try and then break above the resistance level of the daily again, of the resistance level, I mean of the weekly, sorry. All right, let's take it to a 4 time frame and then explain furthermore. All right, so this is the 4 time frame of AUDUSD. Now, the 4 time frame makes a lot of sense in terms of the structure and everything. All right, so on the 4 time frame, you can clearly see that this is what our daily level of sensitivity that we are talking about. A very strong level of what? Sensitivity. Very strong level of sensitivity. So I'm expecting price to make contact with it. And if there's contact made on it, and then we see buy pressure in any form, we will buy all the way to the upside and see if buyers can try and then break above again to the upside on AUDUSD. So AUDUSD, this one I'm expecting before what? An opportunity can come in to buy all the way to the upside. All right. So you saw sell pressure becoming buy pressure, becoming sell pressure, became sell pressure again, sell pressure, and it's now becoming what? A buy pressure here. So this is what? A strong level of sensitivity that can bring in buy pressure to move the market to the upside. Okay, like I said, this is also what? Respected higher lows, which can bring in buy pressure to move all the way to the upside. So those of you that use trend line, okay, you see them draw their trend line over here, something like this. Still the same thing. Price come back here. We are still on the support level. Definitely, it goes all the way to the upside from there. So that's it also for AUDUSD. So AUDUSD, we are done with the technical analysis. Okay, once price makes contact, we're looking for candle confirmation and an opportunity to buy all the way up there. All right. Let's take it to the next pair. Jonathan saying, Jonathan Quason, hey, my G, Jonathan, I see you. I thought One guy I didn't know of, but I know you. I know you. John, I see you. I see you, my bro. I see you. All right. I can see another pair over here, GBPNZD by Sanile Penal Sanile. All right, beautiful name. All right, let's go to GBPNZD. Let's go to GBPNZD. Keep dropping your pairs. I will see them. I'll analyze for you. All right, I'll see you and analyze them for you. All right, so GBPNZD. I think we also have an entry on this pair. I think I gave this as a free signal in the Telegram channel. If you haven't joined the free signals group, make sure to click the link, okay, in my bio here on YouTube, and then you can also join the free signals group. All right, yes. I should have linked it here, but I think I forgot. But let's talk about GBPNZD. What is happening on this pair? Let's find out on the higher time frame. All right, so this is GBPNZD on the 3 months time frame. Let's put meaning into it. We have the monthly or the 3 months upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. All right, so over here we see strong level of buy pressure from the support level of the 3 months, went all the way up and broke above the middle zone. So price is broken above the middle zone perfectly, and we are seeing what buy pressure moving the market all the way to the upside. It's a very nice move over here on the higher time frame. Okay, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. It's a very good move here on the 3 months time frame. So here we know perfectly what there's more buy pressure pushing the market all the way up, and there's what a clean space over here. Price is just moving freely to the upside, free space. So what are we doing? We're looking for buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it to the what? The monthly time frame and then add more meaning. This is the monthly time frame, and on the monthly time frame, we are seeing almost the exact same thing, free space moving the market all the way to the upside after the break above. Okay, so there's more free space over here moving the market all the way to the upside. So the monthly, if you look closely, you're going to see an uptrend. Okay, we began somewhere around here. This is an uptrend that began from here. Okay, we saw higher high, higher low, and then since then price is just moving to the upside in that manner. But let's take it to a weekly time frame, find out what price is doing here on the weekly, so that we can know how to analyze and how to pick the entry. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of GBPNZ. Now, GBPNZ on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly upper zone and the weekly lower zone. So you can see a very beautiful uptrend here on the weekly. Okay, structured very well. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It keeps going up and up in that direction. So since price is a very beautiful uptrend over here, then what prevents us from looking for buying opportunities at the higher low of this weekly to continuously move in line with the overall direction of the market. So GBPNZD, we're looking for buying opportunities to the upside. Let me take it again to daily time frame. Let's know what is happening here on the daily before we can go to 4 time frame and then prepare for our entry to the upside. All right, so this is the daily time frame of GBPNZD. So GBPNZD on the daily time frame, we have the daily upper zone, daily upper, and then the daily lower zone. All right, so on the daytime, what is also happening? Strong level of buy pressure from here, which move price all the way to the upside. So on the daily, we're also moving to the upside. What are we doing? Looking for buying opportunity. So if you look at the daily time frame, look at this. Price is on the verge of breaking above this daily resistance level. And if we can break above the daily resistance level, we look for buying opportunity above it to go all the way to a next weekly resistance level at least. All right. And we can currently see that price is even giving us what? A morning star candle confirmation over here. Okay, so this morning star candle confirmation is also indicating what? There's buy pressure enough, which is attempting to break above the daily what? Resistance level. But let's go to a 4 time frame and then prepare for our next buying opportunity on GBPNZD. Okay, so this is also GBPNZD on the 4-hour time frame. Let's explain the 4H. So on the 4H, we're already in an entry. We've been in this trade for a very long time. We picked an entry over here after price book structure here. But let's forget about that. Let's talk about currently. So currently, what should we do? We're looking for a buying opportunity above the daily resistance level. Like I said, price will give us what? A push, retest, and if we can look for another opportunity to buy or to reach the next what resistance. Then remember, everything from the higher time frame is an uptrend. Okay, so we're looking for buying opportunities only. So if buyers can break above this what daily resistance level to give us what a new higher high, a new higher low, that will be what a second opportunity to look for an entry on GBPNZD to the upside. So GBPNZD, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. Okay, very beautiful one, and then we can go in and then make our money. Next on the list, Okay, so someone is mentioning USDCAD. I'm also seeing BTCUSD. Someone said, okay, so Julius Anthony is saying, sir, I really do not understand how you mark your zones. Yes, you won't be able to understand unless you are taught. Okay, so it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you don't understand. All right, it's not your fault that you don't understand because you don't know how I do it. Okay, so if you want to know how I do it, then you have to join the classes. Okay, and then learn how I do it. Okay. Someone said I really need a mentor of this FX thing. Okay. All right, let's go to USDCAD. USDCAD by I am Sky. I am Sky is saying USDCAD. Have you not done USDCAD? Okay, we've done USDCAD, right? Okay, but let me go through again for you guys. Okay, so I am Sky is saying USDCAD. I also do USD for you. Okay, Wakele, Lufuta. Are you from South Africa, Wakele? Your name here sounds very South African. All right, let's do another quick analysis on USDCAD. We've done it, but let me go through again for the sake of I am Sky. Okay, I think he just joined, so let's go through it for him again. All right, so USDCAD, we have the what? The 3 months upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. We are seeing a strong level of sell pressure on this level. Why is there a strong level of sell pressure? Because anytime there's contact made on it, there's a strong level of sellers push the market all the way down from that point. So if you can see that what the first contact we saw a strong level back to what the monthly middle zone, the 3 months middle zone. The second contact we saw the same thing. The third contact we are likely to see the same exact thing, bring the market back down over here. And we can even see what a reversal candle, which is what an evening star candle confirmation, all indicating that there's more sell pressure that will bring the market all the way down. But let's take you through the other time frames before what we get to our final conclusion as to how we are going to sell this pair. All right, let me take it again to the monthly time frame. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of USDCAD. We have the monthly upper zone and then the monthly lower zone. On the monthly time frame, price has been able to break below this what support level of the monthly to the downside. So you can clearly say what this area was a very strong what level of what sell pressure, which was becoming a buy pressure. Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, price did break above it on the 5th time. But when it came for retest, it didn't even see buy pressure. It just saw continuous break below. So this should tell the amount of sell pressure that is coming from this what 3 months resistance level, trying to break everything on its path to the downside. So currently, since we are trading below the monthly resistance level, then we are looking for selling opportunities all the way down. Okay, selling opportunities all the way down. All right, let me take it again to a weekly time frame and add another meaning. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of USDCAD. Now, USDCAD on the weekly time frame, we can see a double top on the 3 months what resistance level up there. Price broke below the neckline beautifully, but after breaking below the neckline, it failed to give us what a retest on the neckline before dropping all the way down. But instead, after it broke below, we just saw what strong sell pressure from here, bring the market all the way down. So this should tell you that what there's more sell pressure in USDCAD, bringing the market all the way to a downside. All right, let me take it further to the daily time frame where I can add another meaning. All right, so this is the daily time frame of USDCAD. Now, USDCAD on the daily time frame, price also in a downtrend on the daily. Okay, we've been broken levels, lower low, lower high. We are dropping all the way down. Look at this. What I want to show you guys over here is the movement below the daily support level. So if you look at the daily time frame here, this is our daily support level. Price broke below the daily support level and is trading below the daily support level. So what I'm looking for, since it's below the daily support level, then we can look for what? Selling opportunities here to come all the way down on the USDCAD. Let's take it to a 4 time frame where it will make a lot of sense to us. Okay, so this is the 4 time frame of USDCAD. So USDCAD, just like I said, we are looking for what? A selling opportunity from here to sell all the way to a downside. So if price manages to give us what? A candle confirmation, be it an evening star, a pin bar, or a bearish engulfing candle close, that will be the go ahead for us to sell all the way down on USDCAD. So USDCAD, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. You're looking for selling opportunity over there. If you do not see the candle confirmations that we need to see before we sell, then this particular setup has to become invalid for entry because we didn't see enough buy pressure here to set the market all the way down. So that's also for USDCAD. Let's go to the next pair on our list. Okay, so EURUSD by CAD. CAD is saying USD. All right, let's go to EURUSD by CAD. EURUSD. I'm seeing that someone is asking a question over here. Let's try and see. Let me see. Let me try and read some of your comments so that it can be very entertaining for both of us. Okay. So Vakele is Vakele. Okay, I think what Vakele is saying is from South Africa. Okay, very good. So I got it right? Yes. So yeah. Okay. So USD by Wakele is also saying USD, and then CAD is also saying USD. So USD. Let's talk about USD. Okay, let's talk about USD. Let me take it all the way to the higher time frame. All right, so this is USD on the higher time frame or the 3 months time frame. Okay, why do I start from the 3 months time frame? Okay, I just want to get the overall direction of the market so that I can be very bold when I'm picking my entry on the lower time frame. You get it? Yes. So the overall direction is very key, because even if you have a very good sell setup on, let's say, the 4 time frame, very good one, perfect one, but the overall direction on the higher time frame is to the upside, you are likely to lose that trade, because that's not where price wants to go in the overall. You understand? All right, so USD, let's try and then explain. So on this 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. We are seeing buy pressure from this support level, pushing the market to the upside anytime there's contact made on it. So buy pressure here, price went up. Second time, price went up. Third time, price went up. Fourth time, price did manage to break, but buyers came in again, pushed price to the upside. Another upside, and another movement to the upside. So this should tell that what the buy pressure here is very strong. All right. Now currently price going all the way to the upside from here. Where is it likely to hit? It is likely to hit the next what resistance level, even as a result of this entire higher time frame structure. All right. Yeah. So this is what lower high. This became equal low to this one, or equal lower high. Let's say high. So price is likely to make contact here to give us what another high, which will make this area all what equal high before you may see another sell pressure to a downside. So USD on the higher time frame, we are indeed going all the way to the upside. How are we going to be able to pick our buys to the upside on USD? That's the next question that we need to ask ourselves. But before we can get the answer, we need to pass through the other time frame before we get to the 4 hour for our entry. So let me take it again to the monthly time frame so we can add another meaning on this pair. Okay, so this is USD on the monthly time. On the monthly, we also have the monthly upper zone and the monthly lower zone over here. On the monthly time frame, price is broken above the monthly resistance level and is trading above that monthly resistance level. So this break above the monthly resistance level is also very significant for us. Why? Because we now understand that on the monthly, price is also going to the upside, which is what? Assuring us of our overall direction on the 3 months. So 3 months, we predicted that our price would get to this resistance level. And here we are on the monthly time frame, and we have seen the price is looking above the strong monthly resistance level. So which means that what? We are actually on the right path. All right, let's take it again to the weekly time frame so we can add another meaning. This is the weekly time frame of UUS. Now UUS on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. Now the weekly time frame, we can see what? An uptrend here on the weekly, which is also supporting our overall direction of the market. So price broke above this what? Monthly resistance level peacefully to the upside, giving us what? A higher high. After higher high, we've seen higher low. After higher low, where should price go? It should go up to this class was a new higher high, which will potentially make contact with this what? Monthly resistance level. And we can even see that price has even given us what? A morning star candle confirmation on this weekly time frame right after what? The retest of the monthly resistance level as support. So everything here on the weekly time frame is also pointing to the upside. How do you buy? Let's take it again to day time frame and then explain further. All right, so this is the daily time frame of EURUSD. Now, EURUSD on the daily time frame, we also do have the daily upper zone and then the daily lower zone. On the daily time frame, price has broken structure and is moving to the upside. Let's explain. Let's explain the daily. So this was daily. We saw lower low, lower high, under lower low, under lower high. Sellers couldn't push the market down. Why? Because that wasn't the overall direction of the market. So even if you had a very good sell setup over here, which is not wrong, if somebody was selling here previously, there's nothing wrong with that. It is absolutely correct in terms of what? Technical. But the only problem will have been the overall direction. Since price was not moving to the downside overall direction, if you sell over here, you lose. Even though you were right, you lose. All right. So that's why in the market, nobody is right and nobody is wrong. You understand? It depends on where you are coming from. So if somebody is on a daily time frame and he says that this area should be a sell to a downside, he's not wrong. It is because of where he's coming from. He's on a daily. But if somebody is also coming from the higher time frame and he says that, okay, this area, although this area is what? It's a retest of previous what? Lower low, it's not likely to sell because on the overall price going up, it's also not right, it's also not wrong. It depends on where you are coming from. But since we are coming from the higher time frame, we will have known very well that what? Over here, we won't sell. But it didn't mean that price couldn't have sold. Price could have sold, but we won't sell because we are coming from the higher time frame. We know what is from the higher time frame. All right. So since price couldn't sell from here to continue the down to the daily, it broke above, giving us what? A higher high here. So after higher high, you see that price breaks above this resistance level to go up, or it comes back to give us what? A higher low before it goes up as well. So two things is likely to happen over here. It's either after price has made contact with this resistance level, it's either it breaks above and continues going up, or it drops down to give us a higher low, which will be what? A perfect reversal, which we call the head and shoulder formation. You understand? Simple as that. So on the daily, let's try and explain very well. If I look currently at the daily, I can see that price is forming what? A bearish engulfing candle. Although it hasn't closed, but it is what? It is in the process of what? Forming the bearish engulfing candle. So if this bearish engulfing candle can form, then we are likely to see what? Higher low here before what? Price goes all the way up. But if the bearish engulfing candle refuses to form and we see buy pressure within the course of the day, then what? Means that what? Buyers are going to break above and continuously move all the way up. But let's take it all the way to a 4-hour time frame and then add our final touch on this pair. Okay, so this is the 4-hour time frame on EURUSD. Now, currently on the 4-hour time frame on EURUSD, right now we are definitely coming down. Price is definitely giving us what? A movement to a downside before we buy. So EURUSD, based on what is currently happening over here, it is very evident that we are going up. We are coming all the way down here before we can buy all the way to the upside. So EURUSD price has created a double top. Right after the break above this what? Resistance level, it failed to continuously move up. Instead, it has created a double top, reversing the market all the way down. So EURUSD price is dropping all the way down here before we are likely to see buy pressure to move the market all the way to the upside. So this is going to be our EURUSD setup. It's a very beautiful setup. Okay, I'll be monitoring this very, very well. Okay, I'll be monitoring it closely. This will be a very good buy setup for us on the EURUSD. Very, very good buy setup. However, anything can happen in the market. Okay, there's no certainty in the market. So if price also does not drop down and then it decides to form another bullish candle, which together with the previous candle over here will become a bullish engulfing, then it means that what? Buyers will also what? Reverse the market all the way up. Okay, so the fact that we are expecting price to come here, that is not all. Another way can happen. That is, if there's a bullish candle that forms together with this previous what? Red candle, then that will become a bullish engulfing and the price will go all the way up. You understand? But nonetheless, based on what we are currently seeing now, this will be the best option for us to buy on gold. Price will get back here second time, and then we can buy on the upside on EURUSD. So EURUSD, this is our full and complete technical analysis. Very beautiful pair. Okay, very, very beautiful pair on EURUSD. Very, very beautiful. So once the contact is made, okay, you apply your risk, the amount that you want to risk, and then you hop in and then you ride it all the way to the upside, right? You ride it all the way to the upside on EURUSD. So that's also it for EURUSD. All right, let's go to the next pair. Okay, so I am Sky. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right, I'm seeing GBPUSD. CFD trader is saying GBPUSD. All right, so GBPUSD. Let's talk about GBPUSD. Okay, so GBPUSD, you are going to see a very similar thing. You're definitely going to see retest and then move all the way to the upside. But let's explain GBPUSD also from the higher time frame. Okay. All right, so this is also GBPUSD from the 3 months time frame. We have the upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. There's buy pressure from this one support level, push price all the way to the upside. Now over here on the 3 months time frame, where is price heading to? It is going all the way to a next resistance level. Here, it is very, very evident that we are going all the way to reach here. Very, very evident. But we're on a 3 months time frame. We cannot just pick the buy and see we are going there. No. We need to break it down, explain. Okay, so let's explain by going all the way to the monthly time frame to add more meaning. All right, so this is the monthly time frame for GBPUSD. We have the monthly upper also, the mid-range, and then the lower zone. Price has broken above the middle zone. It has also broken above the upper zone. So you can see that what there's a strong force or there's a strong buy pressure on this monthly time frame. Because when price made contact with the middle zone, no sell pressure was seen. It just broke above it completely, very easily. When it made contact with the upper zone of the monthly, it also broke above it. So this will tell the amount of buy pressure here pushing the market continuously to the upside. And now that we are trading above the resistance level, that means that we have a free range to also go all the way up to the next one resistance level over here on GBPUSD. So GBPUSD price should be moving all the way to the next one resistance level of the 3 months time frame or the upper zone over here. All right, let's take it again to a weekly time frame so that we can add more meaning. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of GBPUSD. So GBPUSD on the weekly time frame, we have our weekly mid-range over here. Let's explain the weekly. On the weekly time frame, price is also moving an uptrend. You can see what? Some form of higher highs and higher lows over here. High, high, higher low, higher high here, higher low, and then price has gone all the way to the upside. So price is just what? Breaking above levels or creating higher highs and higher lows. So we are currently what? Above this resistance level, which means that we can look for entries here to go all the way to the upside. Let's take it further to daily time frame and add another meaning. All right, so this is also daily time frame of GBPUSD. Now, GBPUSD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range over. So what has price done? Price has broken above daily resistance level here to the upside of the push. After push, we expect to see what daily retest before price goes all the way up again. Okay, so we are expecting retest again on this what monthly resistance level before we can be looking for buys all the way up there. All right, let's take it again to the 4 time frame and then complete this one. All right, so this is the 4 time frame of GBPUSD. So GBPUSD on the 4 time frame, this is exactly how we're going to pick our entry. So I'm expecting what? A retest back to what? This resistance level as support before we can look to buy all the way to the upside of GBPUSD. So GBPUSD full and complete analysis has been done over here. It's as simple as that. It has been done. So we're expecting a retest and then we go all the way to the upside. So this makes a lot of sense if you compare it to the EURUSD, because EURUSD price also coming for what? Another retest on the 4 time before we go up. The same thing happened on the GBPUSD, which is very, very clear here as well. So GBPUSD, EURUSD, that will be it for the day. Well, let's move to the next pair. I'm seeing CADCHF by Asamoah Evans. So CADCHF by Evans, CADCHF, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Let's talk about it. So CADCHF by Asamoah Evans. So Asamoah Evans, let's talk about CADCHF. Okay, what is happening on CADCHF? Let's try and understand it in the overall, right? In the overall. So CADCHF 3 months time frame. Let's get it. So over here on CADCHF on the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Price is in a downtrend on the higher time frame. Look at this. Lower low first here, lower high, lower low, lower high, equal low, equal high. Price is looking below again. It's in a downtrend, but look what is going to happen. Price has pushed a little bit all the way to a downside. Will it continue dropping all the way down, or are we likely to see retest before the next phase also sets in? Which one do you think is likely to happen? Technically, where do you think we should be picking our entry to based on this form of structure? Should price continue to move in this straight line to a downside, or should price give us a retest before it continues to come all the way down? Which one do you think? Keep the answer. As we analyze, we get to find the answer by ourselves. All right. So let's take it again to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of CADCHF. Now, CADCHF on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone over here. So the monthly time frame price also in a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low. Are we going to see retest before price drops? Let's find out. So here, technically we should see retest before price drop down. But let's continue to analyze as we are. We go to one after the other. All right, let's take it again to the weekly time frame. All right, so this is also the weekly time frame of CADCHF. So CADCHF on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Let's explain the weekly. On the weekly, price is also in a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now, price will see sell pressure from here and continue dropping down since it's in a downtrend. But remember, on the 3 months time frame, on the monthly time frame, we will be expecting what? Retest all the way back to either here or here before price drops all the way down. Let me go back to the 3 months time frame. I need you guys to understand first before I can move on. This is the 3 months time that we talked about. Okay, there should be a retest here for price to continue down. We know that price will not be just going down like that in a straight line. No, there has to be a pullback, retest before price drops all the way down. Okay, so the retest, it can happen or it can end at 2 ways. Okay, it's either we have a retest on this area before price drops down, or it's either we have a retest on the monthly resistance level. Remember, there's a monthly resistance level here. Price either retest before it drops. Let's go to monthly time frame and talk about that as well. All right, so this is the monthly. Okay, so on the monthly, we're also expecting a retest here before it drops. So retest here before it drops, or retest here before it drops. All right, so that retest is where we are going to be capitalizing on. Okay, we want to make profit from that retest. Okay, let's take it again to where we left. I think it was a weekly time frame. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame. So if you look at the weekly time frame on CADCHF, we are seeing a downtrend, all right, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, or lower high. But the sell pressure from here, are we going to hop in? No, because we are expecting what? A higher time frame retest or a higher time frame exhaustion. So if somebody is on the weekly time frame, okay, he started on the weekly or maybe the daily, and is looking for sell pressure from here to a downside, he's not wrong. It is all based on where you are coming from. We are coming from the higher time frame. That's why we think the market will go up there. Somebody is also on the daily time frame. He has seen lower low and lower high. He also thinks that the market should drop. Both of them are right. Both of them are wrong until proven otherwise. Let's continue. So let's take it again to the daily time. But before I take it to the daily time, look at this. After retest here, we saw sell pressure, all right. Price came down, but it has suddenly seen buy pressure as a result of what? This pin bar pushing the market all the way up. So which means that currently here, buyers are in control. Although we are in a downtrend, but buyers are in control. All right, let me take it further down to the daily time frame so that I can add another meaning for you guys. This is the daily time frame of CADCHF. Now CADCHF here on the daily time frame, we have the daily upper zone and then the daily lower zone. What happened on the daily? Price has seen buy pressure on this daily lower zone. Morning star candle confirmation from here, and it's continuously moving all the way up, trying to break above the resistance level of this one daily. So if buyers are able to break above this resistance level to the upside, then that means that what? The retest is going to happen. So for now, all that we need to see is the retest, is the break above this resistance level so that the higher time frame retest can set into motion. You understand? Let me take it again to a daily time frame so that I can add more meaning. So here, if you look at the daily, this area is a potential selling opportunity. So if somebody is on a daily and is looking for a sell over here, he's not wrong. It is based on where he's coming from or where he is. We are coming for the higher time frame. We do think the price should go up. That's why you're looking for the buy. You get it? Yes. So let's take it again to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is also the 4-hour time frame of CADCHF. Now, CADCHF on the 4-hour time frame, we can see a break of structure or an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. Why? Price has broken above the 4-hour middle zone. And on the 4-hour time frame, price was initially in a downtrend. Since it broke below this area, became a downtrend, giving us a lower low, a lower high, dropped down a little bit, but couldn't continue. Broke above higher high, higher low, equal high, low, is moving all the way to the upside. So currently, this is what an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. So if this uptrend can continue and break above the daily resistance level with a push, then wait for the retest, and then we can be buying all the way to the upside on this pair. You understand? We're buying all the way up there because we are capitalizing on the higher time frame retest or the higher time frame what? Exhaustion. So right now, all we need is what? Is a break above this strong resistance level of sensitivity before what? Entries can come in, or before the higher time frame can decide or initiate its what? Retest. So that's it also for CADCHF. Very beautiful pair as well. Okay, very, very beautiful pair that we can also make money from. So that's it for CADCHF. Let's continue to the next pair. So CADCHF is done. Asamoah Evans, CADCHF is done. Let's go to the next pair. All right, I'm seeing someone say gold. Okay. All right. So let's go back to gold. Right, so this is our gold setup. Okay, this is what we are waiting for on gold. All right, gold. Let's begin from the daily time frame. Okay, I'm taking gold for the last time. I think we've analyzed it about 3 or 4 times now, but let's go through it again. So gold on the daily time frame, you have the daily upper, the mid range, and then the lower zone. What has happened over here in gold on the daily time frame? Price is what? In an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, higher low, buy pressure from here, moving the market to the upside. So gold on the daytime, I'm expecting price to continuously move all the way up there. How do I pick my buy? Let me take it again to the 4-hour time frame and continue. This is the 4-hour time frame on gold. Now gold on the 4-hour time frame, we have the full H upper and the full H lower zone. What has price done over here on the 4-hour time frame? We saw higher high, higher low, equal high. Price is coming back again to find buy pressure here before it goes all the way up. So gold, this is where I'm targeting to pick my buy all the way to the upside. So immediately there's contact made on that support level. I wait for candle confirmation. I'll pick my buy and I move all the way to the upside of this pair. So that's it also for what? For gold. Simple as that. Okay. Immediately the what? The retest is complete on the 4-hour support level. Let's be patient and wait for the candle confirmation first. Okay, don't rush in and say you are buying. All right, let's wait for candle confirmation so that when we buy and we even lose, we will have the what? The convincing that we actually did the right thing. Okay, so in the market, when you are losing, okay, there's 2 forms. There's one of the losses that you make that you feel comfortable, and there's another loss that you also make and you don't feel comfortable. So the one that you don't feel comfortable, it means that what? You did not wait for the right opportunity, so you don't wait for the right clarification before you pick your buy. But if you waited for everything to complete and you buy and you lose, you know that okay, oh, that's how the market should go. Okay, it won't buy from here. But if you just rush in and buy without all your confirmations or your, how do they even see it? There's a way that they say this thing. Your confluence, okay, without all your confluence coming together and you buy and you lose, you feel more sense of pity for yourself because you didn't do the right thing. All right, so that's it also for gold. Let's go to the next pair. Any more pairs for me? I'm seeing JPYX. Is it a JPY basket? Or how do they even see it? Okay, someone say asking a very good question. Say, Mr. Classy, per your years of experience in trading, can it be that your strategy wouldn't be working perfectly in some seasons of the market, but most at times will be okay? That's a very good question. Okay, I think what he's trying to mean is that are there seasons in the market where you find a strategy not working perfectly? Yes, there is. Okay, and there will always be. So this particular strategy is a technical strategy. Okay, it is technical based strategy. You get it? So when there's news or other forms of what economic events that is happening and it's really affecting the market, you find a strategy not being helpful as it is supposed to be because it is a technical strategy. It's not what a fundamental strategy. So for example, quite recently you could see that Donald Trump was doing, all of is taking risks. Donald Trump, he loves to take risks, banning China, their trade wars and all of that. So those things are affecting the market. Okay, and then you find that once those things are affecting the market, technical analysis will tend not to work because there's what there's how do I even put it? There's a lot of noise in the market. There's a lot of noise in the economic system. You understand? So technical analysis will not be working. For example, if you're expecting a buy from here, price will just get here and then strike through to the downside. But technically, we have seen buy pressure from here to the upside. But because of those harsh economic events, all of those things, you see price, even on a very strong support level, it will be selling still. You understand? So that's how the market works. Okay. It cannot work on all seasons. There's no strategy like that. Every strategy has its own downfall. Okay. Yes, at a certain point in time, you see yourself losing a lot. But should you create a strategy? No. I've been using this strategy for a very long time. I started with this strategy. You understand? When I started the market, the only thing that was in my head was a strategy. Because after depositing about 3 times and losing, I realized that no, if I can conquer this, if I can make money, I need a working strategy that can be working and repeating it each and every day. Okay, so for me, I don't move from one strategy to another. It's been one strategy since day one. Okay, the only thing that I do is as I'm using the same strategy, I keep perfecting it. I keep finding the flaws, I keep perfecting it. That's how it is. Okay, yes. You cannot perfect it without a flaw. So you need a flaw in the system before you can what? Work to perfect it. It's as simple as that. You get it? Yes. So no strategy is 100% accurate. No, it can never be. It's not possible. There are certain times the market price will not respect the strategy, but it doesn't mean that the strategy is not working. No, it is working. It's just at a certain season, at a certain time, that price is what going in line with the strategy. But when everything comes down, things start to move in a normal way. You see yourself coming back to profit again. That's how the market is. All right. Yes. So that's it. So I think the question has been answered. Someone said, "How do you draw your zones and why don't you trade on the 15 minutes?" Okay. So on a 15 minutes time frame, I don't usually go there because I'm more of what swing trading. I love to take trades and then catch long term movement. That's what I want. Okay, I don't want the quick ones. You get it? But doesn't mean that the quick ones are not right. They are right. I know people that are doing 15 minutes and they are making money. It's all based on your preference and what you like. Okay. So for me, as I said, I started with a strategy. I've been swing trading for a very long time, swing oppositional trading for a very long time. When I started, just like everybody, when you start the market, you don't have huge capital, you understand? So your money is very small. So you need long-term trades to increase your amount of money. Okay, you need long-term trades. So you cannot be trading on the 15 minutes time frame, okay, which has a lot of noise, and you're going to be hitting stop loss a lot because levels are not much more respected as it is on the higher time frame. You get it? Yeah, so if you're on a 15 minutes time frame, you tend to trade more, and the more you trade, the more you lose. You get it? But if I'm on a higher time frame, within a week, maybe I can get about 3 or 4 trades, and then I'll be done for the week. But on the lower time frame, I can almost get entry each and every day. Okay, entries each and every day, 2 or 3 or 4 entries each and every day, which is going to make me trade more. And the more I trade, the more I'll find myself losing. But if you can, counter that 15-minute time frame is also good for you. But since I'm from the higher time frame, I've been trading for a higher time frame. Okay, that's what I'm used to. Okay, it has become part and parcel of me. So, like I said, when I started, the money was very small. I needed to use 0.05 to make money, or 0.02 to make money, or 0.01 to make money. Okay, and I cannot make that money when I'm on the 150 minutes or the 10 minutes or the 1 minute. No, I needed huge pips to accumulate huge sums of money. Okay, so even with 0.1, I can make about 300, 400, 500 dollars from it. You get it? Yes. So which will increase my money. So once my money is gradually increasing, then probably maybe I can switch to the 15 minutes time frame or the lower time. But I realize that I'm good with the higher time frame. Let me just continue with it. You understand? So that's how I don't go to the 15 minutes time frame and all of that. You get it? Yes. So that, but you can go there. You can go there. I can go there right now and explain what is going on over there, but I don't want to take trades over there. All right. Next person. Okay. So MJ Forex. Okay. You want to? Okay. That's a very good thing. MJ Forex, I've seen it. I've seen your message. You can DM me privately. Okay, you can just DM me privately after this. Okay, so USDCAD by Send Willow is saying USDCAD. I'm seeing USDCAD. Okay, so Okododo, your question has been answered. Very good, very good, very good. So Send Willow, Send Willow. Okay, USDCAD. Let's go to USDCAD by Send Willow. USDCAD. Okay, so this is USDCAD. Let's start from the higher time frame. USDCAD, higher time frame. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. 3 months time frame. All right, so this is USDCAD on a 3 months time frame. Let's explain. Over here, we have the upper zone, mid-range zone, lower zone, more lower zone. Now look at this. Look at this. On the 3 months time frame of this pair, price managed to break below. You can see this is a very good break below. It broke below. Huge distance between here and here. There's a break below. We have understood that. So since price is looking below, what are we looking for? Opportunities to sell. But how do we pick the sell? Okay, let's take our time and then confront the other time frames to squeeze out the answers. Let's go all the way to a monthly. This is the monthly time frame of USDCAD. Now USDCAD on the monthly time frame, the exact same thing. A break below this support level to a downside. Okay, and then over here on the monthly, you can even see that what this week or there's buy pressure that has given us retest already. There should be sell pressure that will bring the market down. But let's take it further down again to the weekly time frame and add more meaning. This is the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame of USDCAD, we can see what the structure very well here on the weekly. Look at this. So in the weekly, we have the weekly lower zone or the weekly mid-range zone. Price has given us what a push, which is a lower low, retest, which is a lower high. There should be continuation push all the way down. And then we can also see that price has given us a candle confirmation here on the weekly, telling us that price will sell. This is what an evening star candle confirmation. Okay, which means that what there's going to be sell pressure to bring the market down. But where is the sell pressure coming from exactly? Let's take it again to the daily time frame to add another meaning. This is the daily time frame of USDCAD. Now USDCAD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone here as well. What is happening on the daily? On the daily time, we can see a break of structure or a downtrend here. Let's explain. If you look at the daily time frame, this was our what? Higher high, higher low, equal high, equal higher low. Price went up, gave us a new higher high, a new higher low. It couldn't extend further up. What did it do? It broke below previous lower low or previous what? Higher low, sorry. This is a previous high or previous higher low. Gave us what? A new lower low here. So what should we expect? Lower high before the drop. So over here on USDCAD, on the daily, price should hit this what level to create that perfect reversal that we will need to pick our entry all the way down on this pair. So USDCAD, where are we expecting the sell pressure to come from? We are expecting the sell pressure to come from this one, right hand over here, or what do we see it? The right shoulder, head and shoulder. So right hand over here or right shoulder here to sell. You understand? Yes. So price is definitely going to pick more buy pressure on this daily support level, where it will go all the way up here to complete what? This reversal, and then we sell all the way down. Let's take it all the way to a 4 time frame and then add a final touch on USDCAD. So USDCAD, this is it. Very good, very good. So this is the 4 time frame. So what are we expecting here? We are expecting price to hit here, and then we sell from there all the way to a downside. All right. So USDCAD, this is our full and complete technical analysis. We will need a retest, and then the entry comes in all the way to a downside. Simple as that. Simple as that. So this should be what? The head and shoulder formation or the break of structure, and then we sell in all the way down. So this area will be lower high. This area is already lower low. This area was what? The previous higher high. This area was also a higher high, right? So we're broken below the previous high high here, giving us a lower high, lower low here. We're expecting a lower high here, and then we sell. So USDCAD, this is our full and complete technical analysis. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, so anywhere around here, that is where we are going to tap in. Anywhere around here. All of this area contains sell pressure. So anywhere around here, with the candle confirmation, we put in and then we sell all the way to the downside of USDCAD. So USDCAD, these are full and complete technical analysis. Okay, so remember, we are from the higher time, that's why we are selling. Somebody has also picked a buy here. You saw this for a strong level of buy pressure, candle confirmation, bullish engulfing. He has bought. Is he wrong? No. As I said, it is based on where you are coming from and where you want to go. You understand? Very good. So you're coming from the higher time frame, you want to go down. That's why you're looking for the sell. So probably he's buying to this area. Perfect. Once he gets his target, that's where you're also coming to sell. So in the market, everybody has his ways of movement. You get it? All right, so that's it also for USDCAD. We are done. We are simply done with USDCAD. Let's go to the next one. Yes, someone said the account management. Yes, very good. It's actually genuine. All right. Yes, so either pro firm or your own personal funds that you want me to manage. Okay, I've stated everything that the risk for the personal management is going to be 1%, and the risk for the pro firm is going to be 0.5%. You understand? So 0.5% for pro firm and then 1% for personal account. Okay, yes. So I've received some account over here that I'm going to be working with. It is happening next week. Okay, I'm actually starting it next week. Okay, it's just for 10 people, 10 slots. That's all. I can't do more than that. Okay, my strength can't do more than that. It's just 10. You get it. Maybe probably after the 10, I can add in another 10 as well. All right, so that will be it as well. You get it. Yes. So 0.5%, 0.5% for prop firm, and then 1% for personal account. You get it. Very good. So risk management is very, very important, guys. One of the things that I usually do not see it lightly is the risk management. Okay, so when you're applying proper risk management, you don't need a high rate. Okay, for example, if you have a proper risk management, okay, if let's say you are risking 1% per trade, okay, 1% per trade, and your win ratio is about 40%, you are still going to make money. Get it? If you don't understand risk management, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yes. If you are risking 1% or 2%, and let's say your risk reward is 1:3, okay, and then your win ratio is 40%, you are still going to make money. You get it? Yes. Yes. So you lose more, but still with your wins, you still cover up and you still make money. All right. So with a good proper risk management, you don't need a high risk ratio, or you don't need a high how do I put it? High win rate. Yes, so that's the word, win rate. So if you are applying proper risk, okay, with a good risk to reward ratio, you don't need a high win rate to make money. You get it? That's how risk management works. Okay, but if your risk management is very poor, you need a high win rate to make money. You get it? You need a high win rate because you must win almost all of your trade. For example, if you are risking 30%, 40%, 20%, 10% per trade, okay, you need a high win ratio to make money. But if you are risking less with a good risk reward, you don't need high risk to make. You don't need high win ratio to make money. Okay, even with a low win ratio, you can still make money. Okay, so you go for the one that you think best suits you. You get it. But I think that proper risk management is very, very key because there are certain times in the market that you lose in a row. You can even lose 5 trades in a row. So imagine losing 5 trades in a row and you have a high risk per trade. You blow the account. You understand? Yeah, so if I'm losing 5 trades in a row and I'm risking 10%, 50% of the account is gone. If I'm risking 20%, 100% of the account is gone. You get it? Yes, because there are times that you lose in a row. It is there. It happens to everybody. It will keep happening till you are no more trading the market. You understand? Or till you are no more alive to trade the market. As long as you're trading the market, there's going to be situations or times that you lose in a row. Okay, I have a very good friend in the market. We started this Forex trading since day one. He's a very good trader. He's my friend, best friend. You get it? Yeah. So There was a certain time, I think last 2 years or last year, and then okay, he lost about 8 trades in a row. 8. You get it? It's not as if he doesn't know how to trade. He's a very good trader. He's made his money and everything. He lost 8 trades in a row. So this will tell that in the market, it doesn't matter how good you are, there are times that you can lose in a row. But if your risk management is very poor, that is where it will affect you. You get it? No matter how you grow your money or accumulated your money to. Once your risk management is poor and you start losing the row, you lose everything. Okay, so since I understand that concept that one day I may be losing the row and continuously, I have to apply proper risk, because so that if that day comes, although I'll keep losing, but it's not going to affect me that much. But if not, I'll just blow everything. All my hard work will just go down the drain. You get it? So risk management is very, very poor. You may not know it now, but when you start losing, you will know the importance of risk management. Okay, for now, maybe you are winning. You take trades, you win, you take trades, you win. Perfect. So you are risking high. A time is coming, you'll be losing. It's part of the game. Okay. And when you start losing, you know the importance of risk management. Okay. All the cash that you have built, it will just come down in a day, in a 2, in a week. You understand? Just like Jesus said, I'll use 3 days to what? To bring down this temple. You get it? Yes. So it doesn't matter how many years you use to build your temple. If your risk management plan is very wrong, or it's not right, or it's very high, one day will come, it will just collapse. Okay, something that you have used years to build, it will just collapse. And it's going to mess with your mind. Okay. We all get our minds, messed up. When you are losing, your mind is messed up. It doesn't matter whether you've been in the market for long or whatever. No. Okay, we human beings, we are human beings. You get it? When you are losing, it mess up with your mind. It doesn't matter whether you've been trading for 5 years, 10 years, it will mess up with your mind. You get it? Yes. So that's it. Let's continue. Any more pairs? Any more pairs? Okay. So I'll look at my Instagram DMs as well. I'm seeing AUD words. I'm also seeing US oil. Okay. I'll analyze them. Someone said, Classy. So when that season comes, how do you go about it? Okay. So when you are losing, okay, when you are losing continuously, there are 2 things. Okay. Sometimes you have to review your setups. You have to go back, do corrections. All right. Yes, you must be doing corrections. You must reanalyze the pairs. There are certain times that you draw a particular level, all right, and you don't draw it well. And that level that you have drawn will indicate a sell for you, and you will sell. But actually, if you have drawn it well, it'll have been a buy for you to take and win. I don't know if you understand what I mean by this. So, for example, let's say you draw a particular level. Okay, that level says buy based on a level that you have drawn. It says buy, and you are buying. You get it? And you lose. Then later you try to reanalyze and see the mistake. When you reanalyze, realize that okay, that level should have been here, so that this area will be the sell. But it was too late. So sometimes you need to review your chart, review your analysis. Okay, and when you are doing the analysis, take your time and then do the analysis. Try and then understand what you are doing. If you analyze a particular level and you do not understand, leave it there for about some minutes or hours. Come back again, you understand. Okay, it happens to me all the time. Sometimes I analyze a particular level, I want to put meaning into it, but the meaning is not coming. I'm not really getting the understanding. I'll leave it maybe the next day or the next hour or 2 or 3. I'll come back to it now. Realize that okay, this is it. You understand? Yes, because we analyze a lot of pairs. We need time to get almost all of them right in the right way. You get it? Yes. So number 1, you should review your analysis. Okay. Yes. And number 2, if you are not using proper risk management, you must apply proper risk. If you realize that you are losing, and your risk is very high, try and then reduce your risk. You get it? As long as you are trading, okay, we are always tempted to trade. For me, I'm always tempted because this is my full-time job. So even if I say, okay, I've lost 2 or 3 trades in a row, I want to get out of the market. I may not get in. I may not get out of the market. I'll still be trading. So in that manner, what do I do? For me not to continue losing, but maybe I'll just reduce my risk to maybe 0.5 because I'm tempted to trade. So let me just reduce the risk and take the trade. Anyway, you get it. So for that, you have to also reduce your risk. So reanalyze, reduce your risk. And once you realize that you are coming back on point, then you can zoom into your actual risk that you were previously using. You get it. So let's say if you're using, let's say 3% per trade, or maybe 2% per trade, or maybe 5%, which is the highest that I can go. Okay, the highest that I go is 5% per trade. So if you realize that what you are losing the rule, just trying to reduce your risk. If you are using maybe 5% per trade, trying to reduce it to 2%. If you see that you are getting back on track, you can resume to your actual what risk that you're already using. You get it? Yes. So when you reduce your risk in that manner, in that way, you lose, but it won't be affecting you that much. So when you get your edge back, and you realize that oh, now you can continue and then make your money, you zoom into your actual risk. That's what I usually do. You get it? Yes. So I don't stay out of the market and say, let me go and rest. No. I'll use that time to review my setup. I'll be going through and see the mistake that I was making and how I can correct them. You get it? Yes. So for me to just leave the market and go and spend time somewhere, I'll use that time to review, learn new things in the market, how things are moving, and then that one's very, very resourceful than just going somewhere and chill. You get it? So that's what I usually do. That's what I usually do. All right. Yes. So let's see. Let's see if I can add more pairs and then we can continue in that manner. Let's analyze the. Someone mentions a particular pair. What was it? AUD something. AUD USD. Okay. Flora. I could go Flora. Flora is saying that AUD USD. I think we've done it or some. Okay. Okay. So AUD USD. I think this is it. I'm looking for a buying opportunity on this level. On this level. Okay. Let me go through the analysis for you. So Flora, let's go to the analysis again. Let's go to the analysis again on AUD USD. Okay, so this is AUD USD. We are going to begin from the higher time frame or the 3 months time frame. All right, that's where we are going to begin from. Hold on just a second. Okay, so from AUD USD, we go all the way to US oil. I also saw US oil by Victor are there. I've seen your US oil. I'll talk about it for you. All right, so AUD USD, let's start from the 3 months time frame. So on the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Strong level of buy pressure on this support level, pushing price to the upside when contact is made. So price has seen buy pressure from here. It is going all the way to the upside. Where is this buy pressure going? Certainly, it is going all the way to the next one, resistance level of this time frame. But that's not all. Let's add more meaning to what we are doing. Let's take it again to the monthly time frame to add more sense to the analysis. All right. So this is the monthly time frame of AUD USD. We have what? The monthly mid-range zone. What has price done? Price, after seeing buy pressure from the support level of the 3 months, it was able to break above the monthly resistance level, which was a very strong level of what? Sensitivity, because we realized this area was very, very strong. And once it became a sell pressure zone, it should have pushed the market all the way down, but it couldn't. Buyers were very strong and they broken above this what monthly resistance to the upside, which means that buyers are also in control on the monthly time frame, indicating that what the overall direction is actually right. So let's take it again to the weekly time frame so we can add another meaning to this analysis. Okay, so this is what AUD on the weekly time frame. Let's add more meaning. On the weekly, we have the weekly upper zone and the weekly lower zone. All right, price down on the weekly. You've seen what? The weekly push the upside. First touch on this yellow zone. It came down, retest. It has gone all the way up, and we are seeing sell pressure again, bringing the market all the way to a downside. So there are two things that can happen over here on this weekly time frame. Okay, it's either the sell pressure becomes very strong and bring the market back down here, where it will find buy pressure again to go all the way up, or is it that buyers are able to come in quickly and then move the market from here to the upside? Two things, but let's go through again with the daily time frame and see if we can add another meaning to this analysis. Okay, so this is also the daily time frame of AUD USD. Now AUD USD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone over here. Right, so on the daily time frame, what else do we see? We've seen our price has tried 3 times to break above this weekly resistance line, but all attempts has failed. The first attempt, we saw sell pressure, which brought the market all the way down to what? The monthly support level. The second attempt, it brought the market all the way down. And then the third attempt, you also see the exact same thing. But in the same process where price is bringing in what sell pressure from the resistance level, we are also seeing buy pressure from respected higher lows also pushing the market to the upside. So look at this. Sell pressure from here brought the market down to here. Sell pressure from here brought the market down here. Sell pressure from here is bringing the market down. So you can see that although we are seeing sell pressure from here, we also seeing respected higher lows from here, which is also moving the market all the way up. So respected higher lows and then respected sell pressure from above. You get it. So those of you that use patterns to trade, okay, they can give you something like this. Let me see if I can. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can give you a vivid explanation of what I mean by this. They can give you something like this. Very good. Okay, they can have something like this and then something like this. And they call it what? A wedge. You get it? Yes. So I don't usually trade with patterns, but I know what they are. I've learned them before. So this is what? This is a wedge. Okay, you have what? Sell pressure from resistance level, respected higher lows coming in. So this respected higher low, the next one is going to end on the what? The middle zone or the daily resistance level or daily support level here. You get it? So the next respected lower high is ending here, and that is where we are going to be looking for what? Opportunity to buy and see if price can manage and break above this strong weekly what resistance, because we know that overall direction is the upside. All right, let me take it further to the 4-hour time frame. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame, and this is exactly how we are looking for the opportunity to buy all the way to the upside. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame over here, these are daily middle zone. This is the sell pressure from the weekly resistance level. Okay, and then this is also the respected higher lows. All right, so those of you trend line users, you see they'll bring what? A line here. Okay, expecting price to touch here, and then we bounce off to the upside. You get it? So I'm expecting price to reach the daily support level, and if we get to see what candle confirmation, that will be a go ahead to buy out with the upside. If we do not see candle confirmation, this will become what? Invalid for entry. You get it? So if there is no candle confirmation here, don't buy. It's invalid. There won't be enough buy pressure here to push the market up. So that's also for AUDUSD. All right, let's go to US oil by Victor. So Victor there is saying US oil. So US oil, I'm already in a trade over here. It has been long. Price is just moving, and then I think this was on the 21st or 22nd. Last week or so, we've been in this trade and we are still in. All right, but let's explain US oil from the higher time frame perspective. Okay, why did we manage to pick a sell? Why are we looking for sales on US oil? Let me take the analysis from the 3 months time frame, and then we can continue with US oil. So US oil, this is the 3M. Let's analyze this time frame. So this is the 3 months time frame of what? US oil. We have the upper zone, the mid-range zone, and then the lower zone. Now on this time frame, it is very evident that what? Sellers are broken below the mid-range zone and it's moving the market all the way down. So if you look at the entire structure over here, it is very evident that we are coming down. There's no two ways about that. Sometimes when you're doing the analysis, don't try to convince yourself otherwise when the answer is very clear. Price is dropping. It is dropping. We are coming down. So what are we looking for? Selling opportunities. All right. Let me take it further to the monthly time frame so that we can add another meaning to this analysis. All right, so this is the monthly time frame of US oil. Now, US oil on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper zone and then the monthly lower zone. Look at this. On the monthly time frame, we have also seen very clearly that sellers are booking what? Above this monthly below this monthly support level to the downside, which is very significant because this was the only level preventing sellers from what? Continuing the move to the downside. And since that level has been able to break, it is very, very good for us. So this is the break below. Once you make contact with what? Monthly support is found by pressure, went up. So what do we expect to see? Sell pressure to a downside. So US oil, I'm expecting more sell pressure from here to move the market continuously to a downside. Let me take it again to the weekly time so that we can add another meaning. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of US oil. Now, US oil in the weekly time frame, look at this. We are in a downtrend in the weekly as well. Lower low, lower high, lower low, another lower high. We are seeing sell pressure from here, moving the market also to a downside. So you can see that what? There's sell pressure here as a result of what? These pins indicating our sellers are present. They should be able to move the market continuously to the downside. So the weekly is also in line with what we are doing. Let's take it again to the daily. All right, so this is also the daily time frame of US oil. Now, US oil in the daily time frame, what is price doing over in the daily? On daily, we are seeing strong level of sell pressure on this one, monthly resistance level. We also have what? Buy pressure from what? Daily support level. But what are we doing? We are looking for an opportunity to sell. You understand? So we are only interested in the selling opportunities. But currently, price is on this what? Daily support level. Should we sell on the support level? No. So what we can do is what? Wait for price to break below before you can look for the selling opportunities. However, if you're able to spot what a good selling opportunity on the lower time frame around that area, we can sell because we are looking for selling opportunities. You understand? Someone is also looking for a buying opportunity. Is he wrong? No. The person is not wrong. Maybe it's because of where the person started from. Okay, because if you started the analysis on a daily, this is your daily support level, you will definitely be looking for a buy. You even have what? A bullish engulfing candle over here. You'll be looking for a buy. You understand? Based on where you are. That's why I said that what? When somebody does analysis, don't look at the analysis and say it's wrong because it doesn't go in line with yours. No. It is because of where it's coming from. You understand? Yes. So where you are coming from determines where you want to go. It determines your attitude towards what price is doing. You understand? Yes. All right. Let's take it to the 4 time frame and explain the 4 each. Okay. So this is the 4 time frame of US oil. Now US oil in the 4 time frame. This is exactly where I picked my sell over here. So you can see that there's still strong level of sell pressure here on the monthly resistance level. Right. So we took the opportunity. We took a sell over here. Price has dropped down. What has it done over here on the 4 time frame? It has broken below 4-hour support level. Okay, and it's trading below the 4-hour support level, which is also a very strong level of what? Sensitivity. So I'm expecting sell pressure to be much more present here to continuously move the market all the way to the downside. On our second entry on this pair, are we going to sell from here? No. Okay, currently it's one what a very good deal to sell from what? This area to the downside because there's a lot of things happening around this particular area, right? So for us to get in with another opportunity to sell, that will happen if what? Sellers are able to break below, retest, and then we can sell all the way to the downside. Nonetheless, we are keeping our original entry on this pair. Simple as that. Simple as that, right? Simple as that. But the next opportunity will come in if sellers are able to break below the daily support, give us lower low, lower high, and then we can what? Be selling all the way down again on this pair. So that's also for what? For US oil. Let's go to the next pair. I'm seeing NASDAQ, NAS 100, JPY index. Okay. NAS 100 by Collins Adam. Collins is saying NAS 100. Let's go to NAS 100 and see. All right, so NAS 100, what is happening on this pair? All right, so I had a buying opportunity here, but price we didn't complete this. So let's call this invalid and look for another opportunity to buy. All right, so NAS 100, let's take it to a 3 months time frame and then begin from there. All right, so this is NAS 100 on a 3M. What do you see here? Upper zone, mid-range zone, lower zone. Uptrend is what we are in. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, price going all the way to the upside. So currently, we are seeing an uptrend and then buyers are pushing the market all the way to the resistance level of the 3 months time frame. Let's take it again to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. All right, so this is the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame is very, very clear here in terms of where price wants to go. So push the upside, retest, you're heading all the way to the next one, resistance level. All right. So here is very, very clear. Let's take it quickly to the weekly time frame and add another meaning. All right. So this is the weekly time frame of NAS 100. Now NAS 100 on the weekly time, what has price done? Price has been able to break above the weekly resistance level to the upside. Okay. So since you are trading above, then you have opportunities to buy all the way to the next one, monthly or 3 months resistance level above over here. All right, let me take it quickly to the daily time frame so I can add another meaning. All right, so this is the daily time frame of NAS 100. Now, daily time for NAS 100, we have the daily mid-range zone. What has price done? We are in uptrend in daily, higher high, higher low, bullish engulfing candle close. Price is moving all the way to the upside. So over here in the daily time frame, everything is also confirmed that we are indeed going all the way to the upside. Let's take it to a 4 time frame and then prepare for our entry above. Right, so this is the 4-time frame on NASDAQ. Then on NASDAQ on the 4-time frame, we have the full each upper zone and the full each lower zone. Whereas price down over here, price was what? In a downtrend, it become an uptrend by breaking structure and it's still going up. Let's explain. So sellers broke below this daily 4-hour support level, giving us a lower low. After lower high, it couldn't continue further down. Instead, what did it do? It broke above previous what? Low here, giving us what? A higher high. Was expecting higher low to complete here for me to buy. It also didn't complete, but it did give us some form of what? Retest here, and then it is now moving all the way to the upside. So currently on NASDAQ, what can we do? Since price on the 4 resistance level, what we can do is what? Wait for break, retest, and then we buy all the way to the next level of what? Sensitivity above. So NASDAQ, this will be our full and complete technical analysis as well. Okay, break above, retest, and then we can go all the way to the upside. Okay, those of you that are very, very aggressive, you can pick the entry from here to go the way up. I know certainly that's going to go up, right? So you can pick the entry from here, put your stop loss somewhere here, and then we see what happens. All right. So that's also for now. So if you cannot do that, wait for another break, another retest, and then potentially you buy all the way to the upside. Okay, so you can have 2 entries before price get to the resistance level of the 3 months. Okay, this can be one opportunity. This one can also be another opportunity, and then we can go all the way up. Okay, so you see that we buy from here, okay, and another buy once price gets here. So we can add more buys as price keep going all the way to the upside. So that's also for the NAS100. Let's go to the next pair on our list. Bitcoin. I'm seeing Bitcoin and then DXY. Okay, so BTCUSD and then the DXY. What is happening on them? Let's go to BTCUSD. Right, so BTCUSD on a 3 months time frame. This is our chart here on a 3 months time frame. Whereas price down over here on a 3M, upper zone, lower zone, higher high, higher low, and a push all the way to the upside. So we can clearly see that what? There's more buy pressure moving the market continuously to the upside on a 3 months time frame. That's what we can see over here. Let's go to the 1M time frame. All right, so this is also the monthly time frame of BTCUSD. Now, BTCUSD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and then the monthly lower zone. We are seeing an uptrend here. We have what? Higher high, we have higher low, we have another higher high, another higher low, price going all the way to the upside. So price has currently made contact with the monthly resistance level. Are we going to see what? Sell pressure, or buys be able to break and continue going up? Let's find out as we take you through the weekly time frame. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of BTCUSD. We have the weekly mid-range zone over here. Price as looking above the weekly mid-range zone is also moving to the upside. We are still on the what? The monthly resistance level. This is where we are steady. This is where we want to know where the market is likely to go next. Will it go up by breaking above it, or will it drop all the way down? Let's find out again as we go to a daily time frame. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of BTCUSD. Now, BTC on the daily time frame, we are seeing an uptrend now. So you can see what higher highs and higher lows moving the market on the VTR side. Higher high, higher low, we are seeing what buy pressure going all the way up. So this buy pressure that we're currently seeing on the daily or this uptrend is also likely to go all the way up and make contact with the previous daily high here. Okay, before maybe sell pressure will set in, or it will continue to go all the way up. Let's take it to the 4 time frame finally. So this is the 4H time frame of BTCUSD, right? Let's put this level here. So BTCUSD on the 4 time frame. Over here is very clear. Okay, the next level of target price going to hit is this one, resistance level. Okay, so it's very clear here on the 4 time frame. Okay, so you can see we broke above here, giving us a higher high. Price drop down for higher low. It is moving all the way to the upside, right? So we have a bullish engulfing candle over here. So definitely on BTCUSD, price is heading all the way to the next one high over here. Simple as that. Simple as that. So those of you that are interested, you can what? Pick your entry and go in. All right. But since this is what? Since the target is very short, okay, I'm not really interested in those short trades. But what you can do is go a little bit more to lower time frame. All right. Let's go to a 1 hour. This is what we have on the 1 hour. So on a 1 hour time frame, we can be expecting a retest here, and then an opportunity can come in on them buy. All right, so that's also for the 1 hour time frame. The price does give us retest here, this is a good opportunity to buy all the way up. I think here you can have a very good risk reward ratio that you can open and then ride, right? Yeah, so I think you have a very good risk ratio here. It's very good. Somewhere around 4.33. That's good. That's very, very good. If the retest comes in, I think I can also enter. This is a very good risk reward ratio that I can make money on as well. So that's it also for the BTC USD. All right. That's it also for the BTC USD. All right. Let's move to the next pair. I think my time is almost up. How long have we been here? Okay, so we've been here for about 2 hours. For the past 2 hours now, I think it's okay. Guys, I'm going to be ending the live session. I need to set up and also watch other pairs and also do some mentorship as well. So I will leave you guys here. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, these days I'm going to be having more time with you guys. I'm free. I'm free from my other works as well. So I'll be doing more live session with you guys. Be expectant of that. Someone said, I just joined. What did I miss? You missed a lot. You missed a lot, but you can go back in time. Okay, this is a live session, so you can just scroll all the way backwards and then rewatch what we have done over here, right? Yeah. So I'm also seeing GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we've done the analysis. You can just go back with this live and then rewatch. Okay, GBPUSD. This is what we're expecting on GBPUSD. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending the live session. Thank you all for joining in. Remember to stay classy and then treat classy as well. If you want to join my Telegram channel, just go to my profile. The link is there. Click on it, or you can just visit any of my YouTube videos upload over here. Just go to a link on the description. The Telegram channel link is there. You can also click on it and then join us as well, right? Yes, you can also DM me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is also around. You can just send me a DM on Instagram, and then we can chat and talk. All right? Yes. So that's it also for today. Thank you for joining in. Stay classy, stay classy. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live again to share more nuggets with you guys.